Alright, you guys, we are here at Smooth Waters Wildlife Park. Your name is?
Nathan Sweeting.
There you go. This is Nathan Sweeting. He's going to show us a little bit about his facility here, and we're going to walk around and see some of his crocodiles, turtles, and tortoises. Alright, Nate, so what kind of, is this a smooth front, or?
Yeah, that's a dwarf caiman, the palpebrosus.
Okay. And how old is this one, or is it male, female, do you know?
I'm not sure on the age. He was kind of a donation / trade, but it is an adult. It's
yeah. It's
pretty,
a very neat.
pretty teeny tiny crocodilian,
yeah.
So that's full grown. He might get a little bit bigger than that, but not by much.
And that's a little chicken turtle, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's one of my favorite Florida species.
That's a very neat species.
It's the goofiest hard-shell turtle I think we have in Florida.
And where are these caimans from?
You'll find them down in South America, you know, like Brazil, Venezuela region.
Are these endangered species, or they are, right?
Maybe in parts of their range, but I don't believe they're listed as endangered.
This is the one that you're getting, I think, right? Yeah. This is one of the species.
They're pretty common. This is probably one of the more common that you'll see.
And they keep that full orange head always.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, I mean, it'll kind of vary from individual to individual, but yeah, they do have kind of a weird wooden alien copper looking look to their eyes and their head.
Fake. Like, it's crazy. It looks like statue.
Well, 9 times out of 10 people come in here, we don't tell them what it is, and they're like, is that carved out of wood? And I'm like, I am that talented, yes. I think we're around 12 species of crocodilian here. You know, lots of alligators, a few different species of caiman, handful of different species of crocodiles, so yeah, there's a bunch.
Check them out and see which ones you got.
Let's go look. Well, I just put a couple of, like a new male and a new female in there.
Awesome. Just as more natural, the better, literally.
Man. And
you have how many? You have males and females in here?
There's 3 females in here. We're working on getting a male from another zoo.
How big are these females? All they're ranging around?
The smallest one's probably just shy of 7. The biggest one's a little over 7.
They're a big size crocodile.
No, well, they'll max out. The females will usually top out somewhere around 9 feet or so, and then the males, for the this species, they're another one that like tops out around 10, maybe close to 12. Which, I mean, yeah, that's not 18 feet, but if you got a 12-foot crocodile chasing after you versus a 15-foot, they all look 30 feet long and running 120 miles an hour. So, with all of our crocodile and alligator enclosures, we really like natural enclosures. So, like, pretty much we're just walking into a jungle here.
This is awesome.
So it comes with its own, you know, it's a fair share of goods and bads. You know, on one hand you have a completely natural enclosure, but maintaining that
is a lot harder.
Like for a guest perspective, yeah, it's kind of tricky, you know.
And that's the New Guinea, correct?
Yeah, so this is the New Guinea crocodile. His name is Loki. Loki.
And it's a male or female?
That's a male. He's probably about 8.5 feet long. Okay. It's not a huge species. They'll usually top out in the 10 to maybe 12-foot ballpark.
And where are these coming from?
New Guinea.
Yeah. That's a retarded.
Scientists don't get very creative with things, you know.
I'm asking you 2 times.
Yeah. Whatever. This stuff is a great natural water filter.
Oh yeah.
So these are it's crystal clear all the way to the bottom. Usually. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can
definitely. It's awesome, and it's deep.
Yeah, they're about 8 to 10 feet deep.
You'd have to catch this guy up. That would be a mission.
Well, yes, you are correct. That would be a pain in the butt, especially with the amount of room and volume. But we do, you know, they're way smarter than people realize, and we do a lot of training and conditioning with everything. So it's a lot easier because, I mean, you can actually crate train them. I don't have really any of these crate trained. I do a lot more work with stuff like the real big alligators and crocs, mainly because they're heavy.
Yeah, harder to move around.
He's no slouch. I mean, that's a big animal, but 1 or 2 people can move that if we have to. But compared to 600-700 pounds, yeah, you need.
So this guy, how big is this guy?
Trapper, come here, buddy. He is nearly 13 feet.
And he came from because he was a nuisance alligator?
Originally, yeah. This was like 21 or 22 years ago. He was caught by trappers over in the Gainesville, Ocala area, and they donated them to a zoo that was out that way, and then that zoo closed down, and
Yeah.
eventually came to us about 6 years ago. Put it out in pounds.
The thing's a monster.
You know, it's a great security system too. I don't have to worry about the raccoons getting to the tortoise eggs.
There you go.
Because the Crocs.
Yeah, for real. All the tortoises are in the middle, and you got Crocs all around the perimeter.
Yeah.
All right, nothing's coming in.
That actually helps with security in general too. Nobody's breaking in either.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They will be eaten.
To be eaten.
Literally, and you can't swim through this duckweed. That thing disappeared.
You could try, but I mean, we do train our animals to go after. No, I'm just kidding.
Like exotic animal, right?
Not officially.
That's why we have Willie.
So I do enrichment with him too, just to keep him in shape and exercise. And what he likes to do for one of his enrichment things, well, the real exercise routine is a game we call Chase the Idiot.
Okay.
And he just chases me around the pool as I run laps around the pool.
That thing's a monster.
And then the other thing, he likes to go after the, oh man, is my key not working today?
That thing is literally a monster. Look at the cheeks on that thing. Lewis, you can lift this over your shoulders?
This one?
Yeah.
Just tell.
Come here. Trapper. Trapper. You wanna play? Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get in the pool. Get in the pool.
That's a big boy. Dog training.
So now, I don't know if you'll get a clear shot from there, but if you come over to this way, you can see the water spray out over here, and he's gonna try and kill it. You get it. Oh, does that feel good? Good boy. He's like, why are all these people out in my house? Actually, stay right there. I'm gonna run over there.
Right.
So just shoot that.
Yep, you can.
Come here, buddy. Come here.
My God, it's a
Boy. Come all the way out.
That's a big male alligator right there.
Hold it. Hold it. Yeah, stop making those noises. We have company. Say, excuse me. That's just rude. Good boy.
That's a big gator.
Oh. That's roots that he's rubbing on. For anybody
Yeah, of
that
course.
hears those awkward sounds. Here, let's get some of that stuff off you. Hold. 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 Oh, that's in your mouth now.
That is a big boy. He's twice the size of Cannibal. Literally.
Big. I mean,
That's
he's
a
just
big out. He's just thick.
He's ripped.
He's ripped.
Yeah.
He's huge. He is a big boy. That's an amazing dinosaur right there.
Good boy, buddy. Just hold it right there. Smile. Good boy.
That's awesome. That's a big boy. So you're chasing this, not chasing. You're having him follow you around all the time here, for exercise and
Not
stuff.
all the time. Yeah, for usually for exercise, but it's not
Because, like, yeah.
he knows the difference. Like, so when I walk through the gate, I'm either coming in for we're either feeding, training, or work. And if I'm coming in for work, then he knows it, and he's not following me around and chasing.
Yeah. And like some facilities that they just sit there all day long. This guy, he actually works for his food.
He's going to stay active. Well, and I don't even have to reinforce him necessarily with food.
Looks like
all
a
the
statue
time.
right now.
But he's going to get a lot more exercise.
Yeah.
He's going to stay in shape, hopefully, because of that.
And he's gonna live a lot longer.
Yeah.
100%.
So.
From not just sitting around.
Yep.
How old you estimate this guy to be around?
We think that he's probably in his early to mid 40s.
Okay.
You know,
So
like
he's a
anything else, unless you
while
know when
ago.
they hatch, there's no way to know. But because he was originally a nuisance alligator, we can only guess how old he was when they.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Yeah, we might be able to. I can at least open the gate a little.
Oh yeah. Look at these, you guys. So how big are these guys about?
So that one that's kind of laying partly in the water.
Yeah.
That's the smallest of the group. She's probably
And these are
About eight
Nile
and a half at
crocodiles,
least.
like
Yeah.
the ones that you see like in the river that eat the wildebeest.
Yes.
And the zebras.
And then that pretty blonde one right there, that's the biggest of the 3 females that's in there.
Yeah.
And then the big male is that one over there. He's about 10 feet long.
And you were saying earlier that he might be sterile, that he might...
He could be, yeah. The
No.
place that had him, the zoo that had him before us, there was a history of lead poisoning, and
Yeah.
the lead poisoning usually was traced back to some of the food that they were feeding it. There were like trace amounts of lead in something.
Yeah. And he's missing all his teeth?
Not all of them. They're slowly starting to come back. That's one of
good.
that's one of the signs or
Yeah.
the effects of the lead poisoning is they won't regenerate the teeth.
Interesting.
So it's
So,
basic.
he's getting healthier, obviously. The
Yeah.
teeth are coming back.
Yeah, so once you kind of correct the problem, basically it turns into a severe deficiency of like vitamin A or
Yeah.
something like that.
It's
So
because you brought it back to this natural Everglades pond.
yeah, I take all the
True.
credit for that. It's Lewis, really.
I believe
Lewis
it.
blessed him.
This water is perfect for them.
So they're kind of eyeballing us, wondering, oh,
Yeah, I
does
see him
he
looking
have
right now.
some snacks here? Come behind here.
And that one just closed his mouth over there.
Yeah, so
These are some big Niles. And how old you guys, did I ask you how old these are already?
that one I think is, I'd have to check the records again, but I want to say she's about 10.
Okay.
She's the youngest of the group.
This one's so light, it looks like it's hypo.
Yeah, well, she's probably xanthic.
That's amazing.
Which is pretty common with Nile crocs anyway.
Yeah.
Or the East African version.
Okay.
So, you know, they do have a lot of yellow in them to begin with.
Yeah.
Like you can see how she's got the yellow.
Yeah.
But then occasionally you'll get this high yellow. And everybody winds up naming them Blondie. So her name is Blondie. You know, every
Okay.
other park in Florida that has a
Yeah.
yellow Nile, they name them Blondie.
That one's snout is very shorter compared to that one. Not
Yeah.
shorter, very narrow.
Yeah.
And so let me ask you a quick question. You're actually going around these perimeter fencing, making sure they're not digging out?
Yes.
That's crazy.
It makes it interesting.
You're very brave. And you do it by yourself?
Well, I mean, as a general rule, especially in a group like this,
Yeah.
anytime you have to go in these enclosures, it's a good rule of thumb to have backup
Gotcha.
available. So if I have to do anything, like with this group, if I do have to get in there and do something,
Yeah.
then I'll usually make sure there's at least
Somebody.
somebody here to
Keep
watch
an eye.
and make sure nothing goes wrong.
Yeah. She is beautiful.
Yeah, she's big.
She is huge.
Blondie.
Grab
But
the
they'll stalk
animals.
the daylights out of you too. And this duckweed.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's the only thing that I don't
Yeah,
like
like,
about the duckweed.
Yeah.
Is because it doesn't make any sort of ripples. If they're underwater, even if it's murky, you can still see a little bit of a wake.
Yeah, but with this, there's nothing.
This, it doesn't flex. So you don't know until boom. You
They're
just
there.
pretty much have to assume that one's...
You're gonna be right next to him, and that way you can.
Spider web, I don't know. The other
There's another caiman.
male crocodile over there.
This is so cool.
Is that another caiman? No, that's an alligator across there.
Oh, here comes some alligators.
Yeah, that's
Look how natural these
bigger
ponds are.
alligator. I don't have anything, you know I don't. I don't have anything. Yeah, but look how little the duckweed moves.
Oh, yeah. It is crazy.
What's really kind of neat to see is, okay,
So what was that right there moving? That's probably the croc?
It could be the croc. There could be a turtle on the bottom. Something's on the bottom stirring it up way down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see how it just moves away. If they don't want it on them, they do this really weird, goofy like dance. It looks like me dancing. I can't dance, but they do this shake and wiggle, and
Yeah.
it just washes it off. In the wintertime though, they'll come up right in a sunny spot somewhere because
Yeah.
the sun is warming it up.
Uh-huh.
So they'll come up super slow, and then it just sits on them, and it looks like this weird, like fungusy moss stuff growing on them, but it's like a heated blanket.
Huh.
You know, so
So
it's
it keeps them warm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Bakes on there.
Come here, little guy. But yeah, so I don't really know the backstory on him. He's like missing an eye, so there's one eye's all
Yeah.
messed up. But I mean, he eats great and stuff, so
That's all that counts.
he's putting on some weight. Yeah, the fuscus and then the crocodilus. So the brown is the fuscus.
It's a male or a female?
I think that's a male,
They're
if I
beautiful.
remember.
And how big about these to get? Like
That's
5,
the
6
same
feet?
as a common caiman. You
So
know,
like
6
5,
ish,
6
7,
Okay.
maybe. You know, the common caiman.
Yeah.
I've actually seen them upwards of like 9.
Wow.
It's a big caiman.
Yeah, it is. I wish. Oh man, like our big one that's in here, which I was hoping would show up for us. That one is about a little over 6 feet, maybe close to 6.5. So
It's a big caiman.
Yeah, and she's real pretty.
And it's a girl?
I keep saying she because it's really pretty, but they're free to be themselves. You are gonna get wet.
That's okay.
Okay. So, you know, I don't use them for presentations or anything like that.
Yeah, but they're awesome. And this is a pair, correct? This thing is awesome.
You'll have good footing on this log,
Okay.
and then just kind of stay on this side. You might sink over here.
No problem, I'm good.
But actually, here, I'll let you come past, and then you can kind of come up to that next log, get a little a close shot.
And the male's the one up top and the female's down there?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not gonna get any closer, don't worry. I already see you smelling me. How big is he?
He's a little over 6.
You know his age or no?
Right at it. Not sure. I've had him for, I think, 8 years.
These guys are awesome.
And he was big. He wasn't huge
This
when I got
enclosure's
him.
perfect. You ever
Yeah, they
try to
like
put
it.
fish in here?
Yeah, they eat them. I'm gonna dig it out more, and I'm gonna get like I wouldn't mind getting like land snails in here and getting like a frog colony going.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of other stuff, but
It's awesome. It's a big boy. So cool. Alright, you guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video here today at Smooth Waters Wildlife Park. Again, Nate Sweetie, thank you again for bringing me here and showing me your facility. I hope you guys enjoyed this thing. Give me a thumbs up on this video, and everything to find this facility will be in the description. So if you guys want to see this place with your own eyes, come and check it out. Thank you again.
both frogs going crazy.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Thank you.